following public service announcement is being brought to you part by the good folks that support the dope. It's told by D2G and Red Young. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's on with something like a phenomenon. It's food for thought for those starving through Ramadan. Nothing less than the best, that's what you rockin' with. So take notes on this newness, cause you'll be jockin' in. Precious of the bunch, plenty game that we put you on. Fashion, music, we give it to the good it's gone. Keeping up with the time, so you'll be in the know. Nothing but exclusives, heads up on who's next to blow. It's only dopeness we give to the masses. And promise guaranteed, ain't no pushing the whackness. So say your theatrics for plays if you've been a hater. Plus the lovely Carla Brown's your facilitator. Lead the water when we bring that fire. Here's the industry biz #1 supplier. Boy, them other stations don't want no smoke. Keep your ears tuned in and support the dope. Yeah, looking at my clock and it's about that time. 7:30 Central when we hit online. And we coming to you live from the ghost. So tell your people settle in and support the dope. Yeah, looking at my clock and it's about that time. 7:30 Central when we hit online. And we coming to you live from the ghost. So tell your people settle in and support the dope for sure.
You are now tuned in to Support the Dope Radio, which was designed to give a platform to the best, most talented, and dopest artists in the city of Chicago and equip them with the power to tell their own story in their own words. Today is Friday, June 23rd, 2017. And I know it's not a Tuesday at 7:30 Central, but dearly beloved, we are gathered here today for a very special live broadcast. I am your host, your homegirl CB, aka CB Radio. And now y'all know how I feel about exclusives on Support the Dope Radio, right? And today, we've definitely got a hot one for you, literally. And my guest is certainly a friend to Support the Dope Radio and the voice you hear every single Tuesday at the start of the show. Pretty safe to say he's squad. He's dropping his new project today entitled The First Hot Day EP, and he goes by the name of D2G.
First and foremost, there's always the classic,
Yeah.
CB.
What's up?
What's the word?
How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling stupid blessed right about now on this Good Friday, June 23rd.
Yeah,
coming from you live in Toronto.
Live in Toronto. D2G done left the country, y'all. We don't know if we're going to get him back, when he's coming back.
Hey, it might be a minute. I'm kind of reserved just for a couple of days at least.
Okay, well, you're entitled. I'll allow it. But now, I would be remiss, and in the words of the homie LaRoyce, the voice Hawkins, I hate to be remiss. Yes, sir. if I did not mention that this week hip-hop lost one of the greats, Prodigy, who was one half of the infamous Mobb Deep. So I would like to dedicate, if it's all right with y'all, this show to him. And I think it's appropriate considering the guest of today's show opened for Mobb Deep at the Promontory. What? Say what?
Yes.
Yeah, D2G gets around, y'all. He's opened up for Mobb Deep now, for Joe Budden. Who else? Who did you open for from Wu-Tang? It was somebody from Wu-Tang, right?
I'm open for Capadonna, I believe, from Wu-Tang, met Ghostface, and got to rock with Naughty by Nature last December. Pretty safe to say I'm kind of on the stroll right now.
See, I told you he gets around. Y'all thought I was playing. So let's talk about the reason that we're here today. Today, you dropped your new EP. And you know how? Do you remember how when Will Smith was coming out with like these blockbuster hits every summer, and they were calling him like what Mr. Box Office or Mr. Summer or whatever? I think I'm gonna start calling you Mr. Summertime Shy because we had.
I think that's appropriate.
I think so, because every time the summer hits and you drop another one of your projects, and it's like the soundtrack for the summer. So I think I'm going to start calling you, like...
That's true.
Mr. Summertime, Mr. Summertime Shy. We're going to work on it. We're going to find a name for you, though, but it'll be one.
Summer, I got it. Summertime, too. That seems a bit appropriate.
Yeah, the summer is...
Summertime, too.
Yep. There we go. Hashtag.
That's that's July.
So anyone
That's
that's tuned
July
in
Night for
today,
Cancer Story.
yes, birthday coming
Man,
too. Birthday
that
time
short
coming too.
summers. Oh my
July 9th.
God.
Yeah, so shout out to anyone who's listening live. We appreciate you. I know it's not the normal day and time, but I appreciate you. Hugs and kisses and all that stuff. Shout out to Andre Dubois and Reflective Music, because
Yes,
that's your family right there. Well, I mean, they're family to me too, and
yes, yes. That's
they're currently on tour. So how does
yep.
being on tour yet again feel? What is this, number 3 for you guys?
This is. I think this would technically make number 3 because
Yeah,
this is our third time out. But this is the second tour.
yeah.
Second tour for the squad, man. This is
Well, yeah. Congratulations to you guys on
right
that.
back here. Thank you, appreciate you. Man,
Absolutely.
this is a blessing.
So,
Man, that's the country on everybody. Like,
congratulations on the EP, and
yes,
let's talk about the EP because the EP is named "The First Hot Day." So, tell me
yes,
where
yes.
that name came from. What was the inspiration for that?
Oh man, you know what? It actually came from actually just getting up with Tony Baines. We actually got to sit down over at the studio, vibe out a little bit, listen to some beats, and at first it wasn't gonna turn out like that. It was actually gonna be an EP to where he was just gonna test me punchline for punchline, you know what I mean? And then he just decided, you know what, let's put your storytelling, you know what I'm saying, to use over these beats. So I'm like, man, what you got in mind? And it just so happened to be hot that day that we was talking about it. So as soon as he just got the idea, he was like, it's hot, man. We probably mess around talk about something that somebody goes through on the first hot day of the summer in Chicago.
Right.
I'm like, dude, that's it. Let's just do an entire project, song for song. Not even worry about any hit singles or anything like that. Just tell a story through each song. Plot it out from the time you wake up to the time you damn near about to end the night to go to sleep. It's crazy to be able to tie that in and continue that and keep going without you losing interest. Like, that was a challenge in that. I was definitely willing to accept.
Well, you definitely rose to the challenge because I listened to the EP already. Shout out to Two for hitting me up with the exclusive. So I checked it out. I don't know, maybe like a week ago or so, right, somewhere around there. And I was able to listen to it from beginning to end, and I was thoroughly entertained. I like each of the songs. I'll let you guys decide what your favorites are first, but I do have a favorite. I'll tell you that later. Maybe I'll tell you that later. I do have a favorite. But it is like the first hot day, that's when like everybody's outside. Everyone's outside, everyone's looking for something to do, people checking for, the Italian ice stands, like that's the day when everyone's out. So I can imagine the things that could happen, on anyone's first hot day, especially in the city of Chicago. Who else? So what kind of helped, in my opinion, for the storyline of the EP, is the different characters that you had in there. Whose idea was that to kind of like make the story into something that you would actually be going through and actually like name out, like shout out to Andre, shout out to Leroyce is in there, like whose idea was that?
Man, it's just, I just pretty much used the chance to kind of put myself in that seat without having to actually talk about myself. It was just relatable to me. So I used characters like Andre, who's real, you know what I mean, to naming out a few of my guys, Leroyce, you know what I'm saying, Tony Baines, Lamar Hawkins the whole time, Leroyce's brother, you know what I mean? So just, all I had to do was just make it seem like you would listen to it coming through the speakers and you would automatically think like, this had to have happened to 2G. This could not be, you know what I'm saying, a story of this caliber, and this doesn't happen to 2G. When in reality, the double, you know what I'm saying, meaning into that is why I made it kind of, obviously from my point of view, this could have happened to you. You know what I'm saying? This could have happened to Andre. This could have happened to Royce. This could have happened to anybody in the city of Chicago.
Right.
So, things happen.
So we know that, and people know that I think at this point that we go back a little bit, as far as
Oh yeah.
to this rap career you got going on. So very early
Yes,
on,
yes,
we talked about your interest in the storytelling, form of hip hop. And I think this is
yeah.
probably like the biggest illustration, of that influence for you on, or at least the albums, the projects that I've heard of yours. Where does that influence come from? I mean, of course, the first, to come to my mind, of course, is always Slick Rick. Who else kind
Yes.
of has influenced you, in storytelling, or is he kind of like the main influence for you?
I mean, just between listening to old Slick Rick, Ghostface Killer's another big influence of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I mean, anybody that really pinned their craft in the art of storytelling, those are like the famous two. You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
just to be able to come out into even the new cast is out, like Joyner Lucas, J. Cole, J. John, Kendrick Lamar, just naming a few random artists that really illustrates when they write a rhyme with it.
Right.
I just try to put my niche in and, offer my piece of it and hopefully give it to you in the way that you feel it.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's we're gonna play a couple of songs from the EP for you guys today because we love you that much. So
Yes, yes.
we each of the tracks on the EP are as we were talking about actually before we hopped on air, we were talking about the fact that they are called Scene 1, Scene 2, Scene 3. That kind of encourage people to listen to it in a sequential fashion. So it
Yes,
makes sense to start with Scene 1. So we're gonna get
yes.
into that for you guys. When we come back, we can talk a little bit about what happened in that song for you and your thought process when coming up with that song and see what your thoughts are as far as the production
Yes.
goes and all that.
Pick my
So
brain a bit.
yeah, so we're gonna get in there. Let's check out Scene 1. This is D2G from the first Hot Day EP. Be right back.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Summertime. Yeah. Hella fussing from my baby mama screaming at the kids and shit. Waking up into the air that's feeling humid as shit. Cold sweats got me hitting the shower so I can wash off. With thoughts about my next ex broad I'm trying to knock off. Text from my big bro Tony to see what's cracking, telling me that it's a war outside waiting to happen. 87 degrees, sundresses and rompers fluid. Can't enjoy it cause the bees and folks getting into it. But I'm neutron, so ain't nobody staining on me. Plus them same OGs salute the lame on me. So I give them other news, the CP's coming along. How much you got done? Yo, I got a couple of songs, but never mind that. As far as today, we doing it big. My Roy say he fixing the barbecue at his crib. I'ma hit you with the lick once I get the address. You'll take it easy. No doubt, stay blessed. Now I'm off to get dressed. Yo, this the first hot day outside. Said it's the first hot day outside. Well, kids love to come and stay outside, but when it's hot, the little shooters come and play outside. Yeah. Whipping up a plate of them scrambled eggs and bacon with a side of buttermilk pancakes to get it shaking. Turn up the TVs to hear some news so critical. They tried to murk my dog off 63rd and Emerald. Damn! But I'm hearing this condition is stable. Definitely hitting them for a visit later on if I'm able. Now back to the matters at hand. BM doing a little extra and then I'm able to stand. So I take my little mans outside to chill on the porch. Sunshine beaming down with no clouds, it got me torched. Now speaking of, reaching for my wine black and mild. Gotta ease the nerves cause I ain't puffed in a while. Then my phone get to ringing. Damn, I meant to hit Dre back. He telling me to meet him up in Hyde Park ASAP. And so I take my son inside, give him a kiss, chuck his mama the deuce, and then I'm off to the ride. Now I'm gone. This the first hot day outside. Said it's the first hot day outside. Well, kids love to come and stay outside, but when it's hot, them little shooters come and play outside. Yeah. Yo, this the first hot day outside. Said it's the first hot day outside. Well, kids love to come and stay outside, but when it's hot, them little shooters come and play outside. Yeah.
And that was Scene 1 from D2G's new project that was released today entitled The First Hot Day EP. If you guys are looking for that EP, make sure you head over to his SoundCloud. It's on SoundCloud because I reposted it last night in the middle of the night. I was waiting for it. Make sure you guys go check that out. It's also linked on his Instagram. It's on the Support the Dope Radio Facebook page. It's everywhere. Just make sure you guys go check that out. So that was scene one.